I'm Margaret Shepard, and I'm the director of the Northeast Arkansas Humane Society. We have a huge pet overpopulation problem in Jonesboro, and that's primarily due to all the unaltered male and female dogs and cats that are out there. And for a lot of folks, the price of those services for their pet is beyond their reach. So in the last 2 years, we've started a low-cost spay-neuter program to help with that problem. 2.2 pets for every household is a good way to determine the number of pets in Cricket County. So you would find out the amount of households, multiply that by 2.2, and you get a rough estimate on how many animals are in Cricket County. As part of our pet retention program, we offer a pet food pantry that people can come out and take advantage of once a month, because oftentimes it's just a matter of, do they have enough money to feed their pet that month? And so if that's the only thing, and their problem is going to change with either a new job or any number of things can affect someone's ability to pay, so they can come out here once a month and we'll give them a big bag of food and hopefully get them through the rough patch, and they can keep their pet. The community here has just been fabulous. We went from not having very much support and not much confidence was put into us here, but now that the community sees all these different things that we're doing, we provide, say a person has had a dog 3 or 4 years and beyond circumstances that they could control, they've got to find a new home for that pet. We will help with rehoming services too, and of course that's at no charge. It's just time consuming, but it's just one more way to keep a pet out of the shelter. So once they found out about the pet food pantry, the low-cost spay-neuter services, rehoming services, adoptions, the fact that while they really appreciate that we are not a high-kill shelter, but instead of being totally limited intake shelter, we found ways to transport dogs to where they could be quickly adopted other than here. So between all the different things we're doing, the public had kind of an aha moment.
Jeff Moore, Animal Control Officer for Jonesboro Police Department. The overpopulation is a big spay and neuter. We can't push hard enough. I mean, it's state law. Anything that we adopt out has got to be spayed or neutered to leave. There's very few instances I can think of where somebody would actually need to breed a dog, because chances are you can find it in one of the rescues or in one of the shelters. People are kind of leery of losing their rights to anything, but it needs to be addressed. Every couple of months we get together in coordination with NAFA, Northeast Arkansas for Animals, and we do a cat neuter program where we neuter up to 100 cats. And that's for 100 cats, that literally within a year saves thousands of kittens from being born. And that's probably some of the most effective things that we do.
My name is Haley Cohan. I work for Right Way Rescue. I am their transport driver. I drive to Searcy usually first when I come to Arkansas. I will do paperwork, get them signed over to Right Way so that we can actually do shots, things like that on them. And then I will parvo test all of the puppies and load up get their crates ready for transport. And then when the parvo test, which takes about 8 to 10 minutes, and I will make sure they're all negative, then I will transfer them over to their crates. Sometimes if I have to, I will vaccinate them before they go on transport with the distemper shot, or 5-way is another name for it. And then I'll do that, and then I head back to the shelter, hand over the paperwork to the coordinator, Courtney, and then we will bring all the dogs in and we'll either do intake on them and then put them in kennels. There's a lot more dogs that are not spayed and neutered down here. That is probably one of the biggest, and more hoarding situations is another big thing. Those are probably the 2 biggest things down here in the South that I notice a lot more compared to up north. We help move the animals. A lot of people down here or shelters or rescues don't have room to hold all these animals. They get such an abundance of animals, they can't take them all in. So we come down, we'll take animals. We basically take the mom. Anytime there's a mom and pups, we always take the mom. No mom left behind is what we call it. We will take the moms with the puppies, and they will never get left behind. And then right away, we always spay and neuter our animals. They are fully vetted before they leave our shelter. And then puppies, if they're still young enough, they will get a free spay and neuter through our shelter. So that's what we're doing to help prevent that stuff. We also have low-cost vet clinic on site, so they get, if somebody can't afford to go to an actual vet, they can come to us, and they also have, we have basically everything lower cost than what a normal vet would be. So that's what Right Way is doing to kind of help everybody around here, just moving animals, because that's the biggest thing, is moving the animals to other places.
Like Rose. My wife, Haley Rose.
We go to Petco a lot. I was like, oh, this is the first weekend of the month. And I was like, I think Petco's having their adoption day. So I called up there and asked if there was going to be any puppies. And she said, yeah. I was like, okay. So we went up there. We went up to Petco and we ended up having to fill out paperwork and information and everything. Give references and tell them if we had a yard and if our dogs were on park prevention and everything. They just wanted to make sure he was going to a good home.
Look at that face.
Look at him. He's just cute.
Oh.
He was so... I picked him up. I love the color of him. And we picked him up and he was too cute. And he was calm. He wasn't real hyper or anything, but he wasn't scared. And I was like, okay, not putting him down.
And plus, I think it's important to get a dog that's young. I've always been a dog person, and I hate seeing dogs being mistreated. Yeah, they can get on your nerves, but they don't know any better. They're just like four-legged kids. I think it's important for your dogs to have at least a shot at having a good home.